Alright, good afternoon students. Let us continue with lesson 8 trigonometry, and today I am going to discuss trigonometric identities. Okay, this is a very important part of the chapter, trigonometric identities. Now this is probably the most important part of the chapter, trigonometric identities. Okay, now in this video and the one after this, okay, you will have to be very careful. Today I am going to discuss trigonometric identities, what they are and how some of the trigonometric identities are derived. I will also show you some examples based on that, and then tomorrow we will do exercise 8.4, which is the most important one. Alright, so now let us just say, supposing I got a triangle ABC out here. Okay, again trigonometry is all about right angle triangles. So let us suppose this is your right angle triangle ABC. Okay, ABC with angle B right angle, AC as the hypotenuse. Let us suppose this is X, this is Y, and this is R. And with respect to angle C, this is your angle theta. Alright, now by Pythagoras theorem, okay, by Pythagoras theorem, if you apply Pythagoras theorem, then you get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now if I dividing throughout by AC, if I divide throughout by AC square, okay, I am dividing by AC square, then I get AB square upon AC square, alright, plus BC square upon AC square is equal to AC square upon AC square. Alright, or I can write like this, AB upon AC whole square plus BC upon AC whole square is equal to AC upon AC whole square. Okay, now AB upon AC, opposite side upon hypotenuse, with respect to angles theta. AB upon AC is sine theta, so I can write sine theta, or sine C is the same thing, whether you call it angle C or angle theta is the same thing. Sine theta whole square plus adjacent side upon hypotenuse, BC upon AC is cos theta whole square. AC upon AC is 1, square of 1 is 1. Okay, so this can also be written as sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is called the fundamental identity in trigonometry. Fundamental identity in trigonometry. Okay, fundamental identity in trigonometry. Now basically you see, you will not be asked to derive this fundamental identity, but supposing you are asked to derive the trigonometric identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the most important, and that's why it's called the fundamental identity. Supposing you are asked to derive this, then you should be able to derive this very easily by taking the triangle, by taking Pythagoras theorem and sine square theta. Of course I can write one more step, x upon r whole square, y upon r whole square, but it's not necessary. Now similarly, okay, now similarly, okay, again I can write AB square by Pythagoras theorem plus BC square is equal to AC square. Okay, by Pythagoras, just like here. Now here we are divided by AC square. Now here I am dividing by BC square, dividing throughout by BC square. Okay, if I divide by BC square, I get AB square, AB upon BC whole square plus BC upon BC whole square is equal to AC upon BC whole square. We are dividing by BC square. Now AB upon BC, that is tan theta, okay, with respect to angle theta. So that is tan theta whole square plus BC upon BC, that is 1, okay, 1 square is 1, and that is AC upon BC, AC upon BC, that is opposite hypotenuse upon adjacent side, that is sec theta, okay. So we get sec theta whole square. So therefore you can write tan square theta plus 1, square of 1 is 1, is equal to sec square theta. This is another important identity. Tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. Remember, if you write 1 plus tan square theta, it's the same thing. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, or you can write tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. There is no difference. Alright. Now, again we can take by Pythagoras theorem AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is by Pythagoras theorem with respect to triangle ABC with respect to angle theta. Now here we are divided by what? We are divided by AC square. Here we are divided by BC square. Now I am going to divide by AB square. Okay, dividing by AB square. Now if I divide by AB square, I get AB upon AB whole square plus BC upon AB whole square is equal to AC upon AB whole square. What have we done? We are divided by AB square. AB square upon AB square is 1 square. 1 square is 1. BC upon AB. BC upon AB, that is adjacent upon opposite, that is cot theta. So cot theta whole square. AC upon AB, AC upon A, hypotenuse upon opposite. Okay, hypotenuse upon opposite, that is reciprocal of sin theta, that is cosec theta. So cosec theta whole square. So I can write 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Okay, this is identity number 3. So 3 fundamental identities. Number 1, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Tan square theta plus 1 is sec square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Now you got to learn this by heart. Okay, if you want to learn trigonometry and really, you see, what you have learned so far was a simple part of trigonometry. This is where it begins to get a little bit difficult. Okay, but it gets difficult if you don't remember the trigonometric identities. These are the fundamental identities and you should know how to derive them. Alright, now the next part. So the 3 fundamental identities: sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, tan square theta plus 1 is sec square theta, 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Remember, in place of theta, if I use C, it is the same thing. In place of theta, if I use A, it is the same thing. You can't use B. B is a right angle. You can use angle C or angle A. It is the same thing. For example, I can write here sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Sin square C plus cos square C is equal to 1. Tan square A plus 1 is equal to sec square A. Tan square C plus 1 is equal to sec square C. 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. 1 plus cot square C is equal to cosec square C. It is the same thing. Okay. Now let us do the other part, and this one is about interrelationship of trigonometric ratios. Okay, interrelationship of trigonometric ratios. Now this part is extremely important as well. Okay, the interrelationship of trigonometric ratios. How are the trigonometric ratios interrelated? Now if you don't really do this again, see, first of all, let us take this sin square theta. Okay, sin square theta is equal to 1 upon cosec square theta. Okay, therefore you can also say that sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Alright, let us take the other one, cos theta. Okay, third one, If I sine and cos, okay, if I take cos theta is reciprocal of sec theta. So therefore, you can say that cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Alright, then let me take another one. Let sine cos ho gaya, then let us take cot theta or tan theta. Tan theta is equal to reciprocal of cot theta. So therefore tan theta, this is your number 5. Number 6, tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Alright, these are important ones. See, once again, sine theta is equal to reciprocal of cosec theta. Okay, so sine theta multiplied by cosec theta will be equal to 1. Cos theta is reciprocal of sec theta. Therefore, cos theta into sec theta is 1. Tan theta is reciprocal of cot theta. So tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Also, there are two more that you need to understand. Tan theta is equal to sine theta upon cos theta. And number 8, cot theta is equal to cos theta upon sine theta. See, there are totally 8 interrelationships and these 3 trigonometric identities. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. In addition to this, the relationship of all the 6, there are 6 trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. How are they related? You can substitute one for the other, but only if you know the relationships between them. If you don't know the relationships between them, then you can't substitute. For example, you should know that sine theta and cosec theta are reciprocal of each other. So sine theta is 1 upon cosec theta. So if I multiply sine into cosec will be equal to 1. Similarly, cos theta and sec theta are reciprocal of each other. So cos into sec will be equal to 1. Similarly, tan and cot are reciprocal. So tan into cot will be equal to 1. And finally, tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta and cot theta is cos theta upon sine theta. Now, in addition to all this, for solving these trigonometric identity related problems, you should know algebraic formulas also. Algebraic expansions or algebraic formulas. Now, many students still don't know these algebraic formulas. Okay, for example, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, remember you have learned this in 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard also, and you have to know this. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, then you should know that a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. You should also know a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. These are formulas that you have already done in 9th standard, in 8th standard. Okay, then you should know a plus b whole cube, that is a cube plus 3ab square, a square b plus 3ab square and plus b cube. Okay, this can also be written like this: a cube plus b cube. पहले b cube को आगे लिख लो और फिर 3ab को कॉमन ले लो और ब्रैकेट में a प्लस b आएगा. ओके, इन दोनों के बीच में 3ab कॉमन ले दिया, इन दोनों के बीच में. You can also write this next one: a minus b whole cube is a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square and minus b cube. And this can also be written like this: a cube minus b cube and then minus 3ab and into bracket a minus b. Okay, so these are some of the formulas that you got to know. Now, if for example, see, what I want to tell you is that these trigonometric identities combined with the interrelationship of the trigonometric ratios and algebraic expansions, if you don't know these things, then the next few problems, the next exercise will be very difficult to solve. You have to learn this by heart. The expansion algebraic formulas are also important. They will be used inside that. So that's why it's important to know the interrelationship of trigonometric ratios, and you got to know the algebraic formulas also. Otherwise, it will be a huge problem. Okay. Now I'm going to solve some examples based on this. Let me do a few examples and you will get an idea how these are actually done. Okay. So let's see now. So these problems, okay, some of them I'm going to just take directly from your textbook so that you can get an idea what kind of problems are there. Okay. Let me just do a few examples. Say this example number 1. Okay. Example number 1. Simply express cos A, tan A, sin A, sec A in terms of sin A. Alright. Now see, supposing we know that sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Okay. Now you want everything in terms of express cos A, tan A, sec A in terms of sin A. So therefore cos square A will be equal to 1 minus sin square A. Or I can say that cos A will be equal to square root of 1 minus sin square A. This is number 1. Express cos A in terms of sin A. See, now I expressed cos A in terms of sin A. Also, I want to express in terms of sec A. Now sec, therefore sec A, we know that sec is reciprocal of cos, 1 upon cos A. Okay, 1 upon cos A. What is cos A? Cos A is equal to this, 1 minus sin square A. So this is number 2. So we have expressed cos A in terms of sin A. We have expressed sec A in terms of sin A. And now we also want to express cos A, tan A and sec A. Now we want tan A also. Okay, tan A. Tan A is equal to sin A upon cos A. Okay, sin A upon cos A. But what is cos A? Square root of 1 minus sin square A. This is number 3. Okay, so you have expressed all three. You have expressed tan A also, okay, in terms of tan A also in terms of sin A. Now you look at it carefully. Cos A, everything is in sin. Sec A, everything is in sin. And tan A, everything is in sin. Okay, question number 1. Very easy, but you got to know the relationships. Let us see the second one. Prove that sec A, remember A means theta. Sec A, sec theta, you can use anything. Sec A is 1 minus sin A. Sin A means sine of angle A. Okay, into sec A plus tan A. Sec A plus tan A is equal to 1. Okay, we want to prove this. Alright, in order to prove this, we start with the left hand side. Now what is the left hand side? Left hand side is sec A 1 minus sin A sec A plus tan A. This is your left hand side. We want to show that this is equal to 1. So first of all, convert everything into sine and cos. Sec can be converted into, sec is reciprocal of cos, so I am writing 1 upon cos A. Remember, in place of sec I have written 1 upon cos A. 1 minus sin A, keep it as it is, and sec can be written as 1 upon cos plus tan A. Now tan can be written as sine upon cos. Okay, so I am writing it sine A upon cos A. Okay, now you can see what I have done is I have converted everything in terms of sine and cos. Sec I have converted into cos, tan also I have converted into sine and cos. Now this becomes 1 minus sine A upon cos A. Alright, and this, if I take cos A as LCM, see I have taken cos A as LCM, then in the numerator I will get 1 plus sine A. Alright, now cos A into cos A will be cos square A. Okay, this will be cos square A. Cos square A. 1 minus sine A, 1. This is 1 minus A, 1 plus A plus B, A minus B, A square minus B square. So 1 minus sine square A. Okay, but 1 minus sine square A is what? Cos square A. This is cos square A upon cos square A, and that is equal to 1, and that is equal to RHS. What is RHS? RHS is 1. Okay, so once again we start with what is left hand side is equal to right hand side. That is what we have to show. Prove that this is equal to 1. So we start with left hand side. Now you have to use the combination. Remember I told you trigonometric identities, interrelationships and the algebraic formulas. This is where they are going to be useful. Okay, convert sec into cos. Tan also sine into cos. Now everything is in terms of sine A and cos A. Now simplify using algebraic operations like LCM and so on, and then see what you get. Remember, there is no fixed formula for this. You have to use your head a little bit, and that will happen only with a little bit of practice. It won't happen overnight, but you will have to practice a little bit. Then you will get it. Again, now you want to prove that cot A minus cos A, cot A minus cos A upon cot A plus cos A, cot A plus cos A is equal to cosec A minus 1 upon cosec A plus 1. Now again, you see we start with the left hand side. Remember, you can even start with the right hand side and show that right hand side is equal to left hand side. Or you can simplify both the sides and show that they are equal. Generally we start with the left hand side. So we are starting with cot A minus cos A upon cot A plus cos A. Okay, this is your left hand side. What we are doing is we are simplifying this by taking left hand side. Now we will simplify it further and then we will get what is required. Now see, cot can be simplified like this: cos A upon sin A minus cos A. Alright, and cot A can be simplified as, this can be simplified as, cot can be again written as cos A upon sin A plus cos A. So instead of cot, I have written cos upon sin. Instead of cot, I have written cos upon sin. Alright. Now here you can see cos A and cos A are common. So I am taking cos A common. So into bracket I will get 1 upon sin A minus 1. And in the denominator also cos is common. So I take cos A common. And I get 1 upon sin A plus 1. Now this cos will cancel out. Okay, so in the numerator if I take common, I get 1 minus sin A upon sin A, and in the denominator I will get 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A upon sin A. Okay, now you can see this sin A and this sin A will cancel out. So I get 1 minus sin A upon 1 plus sin A. Okay, now I can simplify this further, or you can even, there is no need to simplify this further. See, cos A will cancel out. Okay, 1 minus sin A is cosec A minus 1. Or you can simply do this, see, this part here. Cos A cancel out, I get 1 upon sin A minus 1 upon 1 upon sin A plus 1. Okay, there is no need for this step also. 1 upon sin A is cosec A. So I get cosec A minus 1 upon cosec A plus 1. And this is the right hand side. Of course, I can simplify. You see, this simplification was also correct. But then again, I will have to carry out further. I will have to use another algebraic expansion. But this is the shortest possible way. So I am using the shortest possible way. Cos will cancel out. 1 upon sin A is cosec A. 1 upon sin A is cosec A. This is what we want. Always keep an eye on what you want. Okay? Very simple, not difficult at all. Alright, let's do one more example of this type. Say, prove that sin theta minus cos theta, sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. Alright, as I said, you can start with left hand side, you can start with right hand side. If you start with right hand side, you have to simplify it and get left hand side. If you start with left hand side, you simplify it and get right hand side. Or you can simplify both and show that they are equal. Okay, there are 3 ways of doing it. I generally prefer to take left hand side. Okay, that is the preferred idea. Now I am taking sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Alright, now you can see here what we can do is simply dividing by, if I divide by cos theta, see if I divide I get sin theta upon cos theta minus cos theta upon cos theta plus 1 upon cos theta. This is in the numerator. In the denominator also I do the same thing. Sin theta upon cos theta plus cos theta upon cos theta minus 1 upon cos theta. Now here you can write the reason. Dividing by cos theta. Okay, what have I done? I have simply divided by cos theta, numerator and denominator. Now sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta. Cos theta upon cos theta is 1. 1 upon cos theta, 1 upon cos is sec theta. Okay, and similarly sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta plus 1. 1 upon cos theta is sec theta. Okay, so dividing by cos theta, then simplifying it. Now after this, okay, because you see here on the right hand side I want sec theta and tan theta, so I have converted everything into sec theta and tan theta. Now all I do is tan theta plus sec theta. Okay, I keep it like this. See, I have only simply readjusted it. Here also tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay, I have just rearranged it. Now I multiply this tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. I am multiplying the numerator and denominator by this tan theta, okay, minus sec theta upon tan theta minus sec theta. Multiplying the numerator just like we were dividing by cos theta and dividing by tan theta minus tan theta minus sec theta, dividing numerator and denominator or multiplying it. So in this case we are multiplying numerator and denominator by the same quantity, tan theta minus sec theta, tan theta minus sec theta. Okay, now you can see tan theta plus, this is a plus b, a minus b. So you will get tan square theta, a square minus b square. Okay, this is a plus b, this is a minus b, so a square minus b square. Now multiply this with 1, so you get tan theta minus sec theta. I have multiplied with this and I have multiplied with 1. In the same way, down in the denominator you keep it as it is, don't change it at all. Okay, keep it like this. Okay, and in the other bracket tan theta minus sec theta. In the denominator I have not changed at all. Now you see tan square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So in place of tan square theta, or you can see here, see, okay, here I will write, because you see 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Okay, so therefore if I write tan square minus sec square, tan square theta minus sec square theta will be equal to minus 1. Okay, will be equal to minus 1. Tan square theta minus sec square theta will be, this is the identity, 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So tan square theta minus sec square theta will be minus 1. So in this case I can write minus 1, minus, open the bracket, minus tan theta, and minus sec will become plus sec theta. Keep the denominator as it is. Okay, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1, and the other bracket tan theta minus sec theta. Okay, this I have not changed, but this I have simply put minus 1 in place of this. Tan square theta minus sec square theta is minus 1. Alright, now in the denominator I have kept it same. I just rearrange this. Okay, if I rearrange this, what do I get? Tan theta, okay, minus, see if I take minus sign common outside, I am taking minus sign common, then I get tan theta, minus sign will become plus, Okay, then minus sec theta, sign will change, and minus 1 will become plus 1. I put a minus sign outside the bracket, remember that. And here it becomes tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta. Okay, now this will cancel out this, and I get minus 1 upon tan theta minus sec theta. Okay, so now if I want to change this from tan theta to minus sec theta, if I want to change it to sec theta, now I change it here, see, sec theta minus tan theta. I have put sec theta in front, but for that I have to take a minus sign outside the bracket, but there is a minus sign out here also. Okay, so if I put it like this, one more step I am writing, see this way, one more step. Now cancel out the minus sign, and you will get sec theta minus tan theta. Now see what we wanted in the beginning, 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta, and that is equal to RHS. You can see that this was slightly longer because I was explaining every single step to you, so it takes a little bit longer. Alright, now these are some of the examples. From tomorrow onwards I am going to start exercise 8.4, but please go through this today's video because it is extremely important. You have got to do it thoroughly. Okay, all the interrelationship, the algebraic expressions, the identities, write them down in a notebook and practice them again and again. Tomorrow when I do exercise 8.4, which is the most important exercise of this chapter, if required I will take 2 days to complete this because it's a lengthy exercise slightly. Okay, but doesn't matter, it's an important exercise. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.